Hey guys, it's GreenVeil Gaming. Today we are here for a brand new video on the island that I sort of teased, like, timings are a bit off. Yeah, this is a bit late and I apologize. Basically, there's going to be two videos on this. They'll probably come out about at the same time. There's a second video where I did the tour of this island with Toast Lord 9, or, well, Toast Lord 12, I think we're calling him now, and Benny T, aka B Gameosaurus. Now, that tour, the problem with it was, as you can see on this island, a lot of the blocks are modded now. We did it on a server, but for some reason, some of the mods did not work, so the map looked slightly screwy, shall we say. So, yeah, as a result, I also thought we'd do a part one where I went through it normally, so you guys could see what the map looks like without any damage, and for Big Gamer and Toast, so they can see what it was meant to look like when they obviously had a look. So yes, this is the very much curious what this is. That's probably something I should have started out with. This is a map of the Isla Nublar Jurassic Park from the novels. Now, obviously, there's no map from the novel, so we have to improvise. There is a couple of maps that were made, so this is a combination of a couple of them. Yeah, so that's what it basically looks like. And if you want to see, I've also started working on, this is for another video, Isla Sauna. So yeah, so stay tuned for that, guys. But yeah, so this is the novel island, basically. And yes, this is the helipad. This is a great transition. It's surrounded by these sort of palm trees, custom made. Because, yeah, and ferns everywhere. And, right, where should we go first? So, we'll go to... We'll start off with the visitor centre. That seems like a logical place to start. So, along the road... Well, turns past this is the Safari Lodge. I'll show you guys that in a minute. But, yeah, may as well start with the visitor centre. A lot of walking. I apologise for the lag, but the map does have a lot of stuff on it, so that's probably why. When I first built the island, it was not laggy at all. And yeah, for anyone who's curious, this entire island was built with World Edit. Not World Painter, not randomly generated. I had to build every block you see here was me running around with a shovel with a tool on. It's a nightmare. So, garage, and this is the visitor centre. So, yep, this is the only thing on the map, realistically, I think, yeah, with the exception of part of the, well, we don't really get a look at the East Dock in the novel, but to an extent the East Dock and maybe the Aviary, but this is pretty much, yeah, just this and the East Dock, basically, the only two things that were more inspired, in the game, were the only things that were more inspired by the film than they were the novel. Because the novel Visitor Center, it's a strange one. If anyone wants to see a reconstruction of the novel one, I do sort of have one, but the problem is it was too big to put on this map. Like, the Safari Lodge is massive, obviously, if we count the fence, and it was bigger than that. So obviously, I had to limit myself. But yeah, so we made the interior is more like the novel, well, so to speak, except for the main hall. We'll ignore that. But yeah, so let's go in and have a look. So fountains, obviously, crap, and yeah, doors. Yeah, now in the novel, it's only one skeleton. It's a T-Rex, but in the novel, it's actually an animatronic T-Rex. But we can't get that, so we're using a skeleton. We've got the paintings, custom texture pack. Yeah, not really custom. Yep. This is based on the movie. I will not lie. And yeah, these are carpenter's doors for anyone who's curious. Yeah, B Gamer was very confused by these. Yeah, stay tuned for that video. That should come out pretty much the same time as this one. So yep, we got the roof. Worst. Terrible commentary, right? So we'll go out of the garage. Might as well show you that. So this is where, well, this is the garage basically. So this is where all the tour vehicles come out of. So there would be cars parked here. There's two in the film. Buck, come on, GreenVeil. There's two in the novel. There was one part in here in the novel, which is the one that Nedry nicked. Yeah, so I didn't really get time to do. I was confused. I had a plan for this, but in the end, I just left it as you're not really going to look. So basically, you have the cars come out from here and go down the park tour road. Now, we would use a minecart, but it's laggy as crap, so we're not going to do that. Plus, yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. Plus, we get a better look if we walk. Yeah, so if anyone who's sad about that, I'm sorry. If you have a better computer than me, you might be able to do it properly. We'll do the downstairs first. So if we go to the cafe, this is the cafe. Lots of tables and chairs. Now, I did not realise this until yesterday, but I never finished this room. I'm not entirely sure what I plan to put in it, but yeah, I may as well show you guys something that's down here. I made a some slight alterations to my resource pack, and look at this. That is amazing. Yeah, you have no idea how long it took me to figure out how to do that. And now I'm stuck down here. Right. So we'll see the kitchen. Now, in the words of Social 9, this does not look much like a kitchen, but I didn't have a furniture mod, so I had to improvise. But basically, yeah, wow, that was laggy. Yeah, we're gonna have to. This is pretty much the only room that has a button instead of a special device. But yeah, damn it, magic of InGen. But yeah, so this is the kitchen. There's the 2 counters, and then there's the freezer, which the wow, that was laggy in the video that we did. But yeah, freezer, and right, we'll go upstairs now. Time to go through another door. That dog barking. That's a good way to start a video. Close. Oh well, those doors can just stay open. The raptors won't eat anybody, I'm sure. Right, so up here we have. Well, now these doors are all open because I didn't want buttons. They're all open by these little sensors, part of the Malice's Doors mod. Very, very cool feature. We have the lab. Now these are meant to be eggs, because I didn't want to use real eggs, because I didn't want them to hatch. We got the cultivators. This is from the Jurassic Park mod, and we have the most brewing stand. Looks amazing, which is like for the DNA. We have the most lame supercomputer ever made. But yeah, that's a scene from the novel where it was like presumed Silurus. So yeah, this is the nursery, which I have not finished. Yeah, there are some things on this map that were left incomplete, so to speak. Those will be finished later if I've released this. And we'll go into the control room, which also is. So we've got another 2 supercomputers, which don't look a thing like supercomputers, but we don't care. And Tyrannosaurus Rex logo, because that was the biggest picture I could fit in there. So that's the control room. Come on, open doors. Let me in. And it's nighttime. Bloody typical rebel. And that's another dog barking, if you can hear that. And now we'll go see. Oh crap! It's nighttime, so we'll go see John Hammond's house. That's probably a good idea. So this is down here. This is Hammond's bungalow. This is where he lives in the novel. You know, there's a scene where he talks to Henry at the table, which I believe I have in here. They're very nice. I borrowed a lot of the design. Well, the color palette is borrowed from the Jurassic Rebuild one, but I sort of took my own twist on the building. So yeah, sofa or couch, depending on where you're from. Lovely furnace. This is like his fire. There's a chimney. I did some smoke effect, and this is the table where he talks to Henry Wu. They're all like, Henry was all, I want to change the dinosaurs. I want them to make them less dangerous. I want to make them more public wants. And John Hammond's like, no, Henry, we've got real dinosaurs. That's all we need. Yeah, good. And then through here we have Hammond's table and Hammond's bed. He only has a single bed because he's poor. I'm joking. He spent all the money on dinosaurs. And yes, and when you sleep in here, you spawn in the glass, right? Don't sleep in Hammond's house anymore. It's dangerous. That's great. Right, close doors. And yes, I'll show you where Hammond dies. That's quite a crucial part. Leave the doors open. Who cares? Open. Shut. So yeah, when near the end of the novel, Hammond gets scared by a T-Rex roar, runs down here, falls down this hill, which I know isn't much of a hill, but we're in Minecraft. I had to limit myself. He lands in here, breaks his ankle, tries to climb back up, and gets eaten by compies, which is probably not a nice way to go, if I do say so myself. But yeah, the north of this island has pretty much everything runs up. There's a North Dock, which I won't go show you today. We might save that for another video if I do a part 2. But we'll go see the raptors, because that's something you have to go see. Now, the raptor paddock in the novel is not as much like this. They're in a holding pen, but it's not really described as a massive, iconic compound thing we have in the film. Lovely bamboo. You have no idea how much effort I had to put in to making all the bamboo that high. Freaking string at the top of it. But yeah, we've got 8 velociraptors. Toast definitely didn't jump in here at some point. But yeah, there's It should be 8. They're all well concealed. And we have these are goats. This is what we're feeding them. This in the scene in the novel was described as a paddock of goats, which is for the raptors to eat. Raptors got to eat, kids. Raptors got to eat. There's sign for the dock. And over here we have the maintenance shed. Now, I quite like the design of this. This was based from an overhead view on one of the maps. Very industrial, very big, and yeah, if we go through these doors, this is where both, in fact, no, not both. This is where Ray Arnold dies, and where, well, he's called John Arnold in the book. There's a bonus thing you didn't know, guys. And he's basically he leaves his freaking shoe in the door, idiot. The raptor literally opens the door. And he's like, oh crap, he runs down the stairs, thinks the raptor can't get down the stairs, and he's like, too bad, buddy. The raptor just jumps over the stairs, it jumps down and eats him. Yeah, nice scene. Very dimly lit down here, and we have the push to close, danger, high voltage, and we have green to signify the power's on. I'm joking, there is actually no power on this island, because that would take effort, and probably a Project Red mod, which I do not have. Right, so this is the Safari Lodge, and then we'll get on to the actual tour. In fact, I'll show you the waterfall after that. But yeah, so this is the Safari Lodge. Because in the novel it's described that there's big fences around it because of the raptor escape that happened. Yep, that's another thing. If you've not read the novel, you're gonna have no idea what I'm on about. Basically, imagine the shooter incident. That's probably comparison. So yeah, the Safari Lodge. It's crap. This happens sometimes, guys. When I'm trying to play Minecraft, my character just spazzes about and starts moving. This Safari Lodge is a very low building. We'll do the exterior first. So if you go down here, lots of plants which are apparently actually poisonous. So I show you these ones are not poisonous. Swimming pool, but you can drown. You can drown in it just like any normal swimming pool. And tennis courts, which I think Toast explained very well when he said they don't really look much like tennis courts, but they look nice enough for me, and I don't really care. But yeah, so yeah, we'll go through. We'll break into the Safari Lodge. We're going through the top entrance. Actually, that's probably the best way to show it off. Come on, I want to fly. My God, the lag. Let me fly, please. So if you get to the top, we have these skylights over each room, which have 2 rows of bars over them because of the raptor incident again, which there's a scene in the novel. As far as lodge rooms aren't really decorated, but there's a scene where the power's off, these bars are meant to be electric, and the raptors start attacking, and everybody, like, all the main characters basically in there, waiting for the raptors to eat them. Until the power gets turned back on, then the raptors get electrocuted. Cool scene. And yeah, if you wanted to, you could be Ellie Sattler and jump off into the pool. It does work, but I'm not climbing back up here again. This is the... Oh, crap, I can't get in. This is the secret... This is a roof door now. When Ellie's on the roof, just after she jumps off, Harding, who's the vet with the Triceratops in the film, he gets a bit more of a role in the novel. He tries to let her in, so he opens this, and a raptor attacks him, and he barely escapes. But he does. Harding lives. So yeah, that's that, right? Now we'll go in through the front door. Because I thought I could get in, but I couldn't. Yep, gates. Yep, so here's the door. Desk, check-in. Crap. Well, that lag now. Check-in. There used to be something here, but for some reason it's disappeared. Yep. Each room. Love the luxurious, unfinished rooms. I'll do that for the next time we have a look around this map. Stairs all the way up to the thing. So yeah, he opens the door. Raptor attacks him. He pulls the door shut. He gets scratched across the chest, and yeah, that's basically all that happens. So that's Safari Lodge. Yay, I'm right. We'll head into the park, actually, right? We'll go to the park. So the waterfall is basically, we all know the scene. I'll explain it in another video. Yeah, so here's the main tour road. We have problems with sheep on this island for some strange bloody reason. And yeah, just another note, every tree you see in this island, I planted and grew myself. So think about the effort that it took. So yeah, Jurassic Park gate. Now, there wasn't... Well, it never specifies in the book if there was actually a gate, but it's so iconic, we can't not have a gate. And now this is where the novel really starts to differ in the terms, because we get a lot more dinosaurs in the novel. So the first dinosaur we get to see is the Hypsilophodon. And there's a problem with Jurassic Craft, and I think Fossil has this thing as well. You build them these massive, giant freaking enclosures, and they all congregate in one corner. I'll never understand why. Never bloody will. Yes, the Hypsilophodons, Jurassic Craft mod. In the book there's Ophnelias, but we don't have an Ophnelias, so I had to improvise. So yep, Hypsilophodons, there's about 30 of those in there, I think. Can't remember. There's a lot. And they're all in corner, because they would be. And then move along. There's the Dilophosaurus paddock. There's 7 of these guys, and they are much bigger in the novel. And once again, as I said, they kill Nedry. And there's also a scene with where they get passed on the river, but that's pretty much all the Dilophosaurus action we get. Now, you shouldn't be able to see all these guys, but essentially the herbivore paddock's massive. Now, the characters don't actually see, like, well, it's a Apatosaurus in the novel, but we can't use Apatosaurus. They only see, like, all the herbivores when they get to down here. But unfortunately, when you put Jurassic Park, they all congregate near the water, so they've all freaking congregated by this bit of the river. So they shouldn't be there. There's the aviary, which we're not going to go into because it lags like hell with the Pteranodons. But yeah, there's the Pterodactyl Lodge. I might build an entrance into there through here so we can get a better look at some point, but that's for another video. You can get a better look at the aviary in the part 2 video that I did with Toast and Beginner. So this is the Triceratops. Well, it's called the Ornithischian paddock. Freaking Greek. So this is where we keep the Triceratops, which are all huddled up in that corner over there, and all the Ankylosaurus, which are also huddled up in that corner, with one exception. There is one Ankylosaurus that has got the intellect, so to speak, to not hide in the corner. So we're going to go see him. And that Ankylosaurus' name, B-Game suggested this to me a while back. Ankylosaurus, it's called Free Will I Am, which is ironic because it's a female, so we should probably call it Free Wilma. But we'll ignore that. So yeah, this is Free Will I Am. He's got a brain. Well, she. My apologies. They're all female. We control their chromosomes. It's really not that difficult. So yeah, that's that, guys. And I'll show the smoke. Now, essentially, because some of the tip of the island's volcanic, and basically I wanted to add some smoke. And thankfully, the Tropicraft mod has these things called fire pits, which don't at all look like fire pits. They're just basically a pressure plate. But they emit all of this, and it looks really cool. And especially in the Stegosaur paddock, which I'll show you in a minute. Oh, crap. I might have to break out of here. Aren't I? Right. Yeah, this is complete unprofessionalism. Yeah, but one moment. Slash set. Yeah, this is how you break out successfully. Slash undo. There we go. Much better. So now, and if we go along, we get to the Tyrannosaurus paddock, which there's an unfortunate incident where there were 2 Tyrannosaurs, but I'm pretty sure there's only one in there now. The other one might be dead. We've got Big Rexy. Okay, I'm going. But yeah, got the goat. Well, it's not really. It's dead because she ate it, but little sheep place. And now we move on to the Sauropod Swamp, where these guys got the concept. These guys are all chilling here, where they're meant to be, along with the Parasaurs, which are going to make that irritating noise they make. Yeah, this part of the island's really, really laggy. I apologise. All the Parasaurs. And as we go further down here, we will find the tunnel to the last paddock on tour, which is the Stegosaur paddock, which basically includes the whole south of the island. Which basically, if anyone was curious, the southern tip of the island is very volcanic, so it's very barren. Hence why I used, I believe is it called Podzol or something? I can't remember. I think it's called Podzol. The dirt. It looks really cool, though. I did have to do some retexturing to get it in. Yeah, so another big tunnel, and there we go. Thankfully, the Stegosaurus can't fit out of here. Yeah, this is Stegosaurus South. It's very volcanic, so we've got all these cool little fire pits. That's about Stegosauruses. Lag. And yep, all the mountains are volcanoes. And then, once again, all the mountains were built freaking by World Edit, so this took forever. West Indian lilac. Because in the novel, guys, it's a 6 Stegosaurus, not a 6 Triceratops. But yeah, these are West Indian lilac. We know they're toxic, but the animals don't eat them. Movie reference. And there's also a lot of pigs and sheep and cows and stuff. You're a dinosaur, you can live. Just be glad I'm not in a killing mood today. Yeah, and down here we have the underground building, which is where they found the raptor nests. Now, I haven't read the book in a bit, but I think this was like a water storage facility or something. I can't remember exactly, but basically they found that the raptors were all living in here, and they'd all taken over. Yeah, we're nearly there, guys. There's a hole in the wall somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Yep, so they go down there. There's a scene where Gennaro doesn't want to go down, and Muldoon's just sat there and he's like, ever felt a shock stick? Great scene, but yeah. So this is what it looks like. There's bats everywhere. There's no raptors here, because it would, as I said, it would lag like hell, but yeah, and this is how they get out. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing, right? I think that's all. That's all I'm going to show you. There's some more stuff that I'll be showing in the second video, but this is pretty much everything that will be affected by mods. So yes, you've seen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this sneak peek at my Jurassic Park novel map. If you want to see the Isla Sorna one, then please tell me in the description, because that will be done, well, whenever I finish it recently. The mountains on Isla Sorna, they're a nightmare, trust me. But either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. We'll see this Stegosaurus for a nice outro shot. This probably won't be the thumbnail, but if I run out of options for a thumbnail, I'll use this. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.